at the cathedral in Cologne. For those statues, first you have Abel with his animal sacrifice, then Noah with his ark, then Moses with the Ten Commandments, then David with a harp, then some other guys, I'm not sure they are. John the Baptist is the last one, and then you've got Mary with the Christ. So something interesting about the Cologne Cathedral is it was started in 1200s, but it wasn't finished until the 1800s. And when it was finished, it was actually the tallest building in the world, and they stuck to pretty much the same architecture plans as in the 1200s. So it's pretty impressive that someone in the 1200s was able to come up with a design that would be taller than all the buildings in the 1800s when it was finished. One way that it was so tall was that they had something called flying buttresses, which are like right here. These are flying buttresses. This would be like a buttress, just a wall, supporting wall, but then they built an arc so that way if the supporting wall wasn't right next to the building, which meant you could have bigger aisles and also more light would go in the windows. There's a gold box all the way in the back there, and that is where supposedly the remains of the Magi are. Here I am in the treasury of Cologne, and as you can see there's a lot of gold relics, especially this really big sword that's almost my height that the Archbishop used. I think this chalice cover might be called a Paula, which is my last name. Here's the golden box that held the remnants of the three wise men. I like how at the top there's an Archbishop just kind of chilling. Here's Roman ruins under the church because the Romans were everywhere. Behind me is one of the bells of the Cologne Cathedral Tower, and it was about, I don't know, 250 steps up here. Made it up about another 250 steps. It's a tight squeeze that what you see is for people going up and down. I definitely got hit in the face on the way. You can see there's a lot more steps. However, it's a very good view of the architecture from these windows. It's about 700 steps total, and I made it to the top. As you can see, there is the top up there. Go to the Chocolate Museum in Cologne. He is Hans Imhoff, and I'm actually the descendants of an Imhoff who came to America from Germany in the circus around 1900. So I might be related to the Imhoffs of the Lindt factory. I am in the greenhouse, and I believe that is a cocoa plant behind me, although commercially they're usually grown in West Africa. This side is the chocolate factory, and over here is the chocolate fountain. Are some antique chocolate machines that they used at railway stations. Here I am back at the Cologne Cathedral. I'm going to go to 10 a.m. Mass. Rina is the last name of the Italian who invented this cologne 300 years ago. He had just moved to the city of Cologne in Germany, and so that's why he named the fragrance after the town he just moved to, Eau de Cologne, water of Cologne, his new home. Behind me is number 4711, and what happened was the Eau de Cologne from Farina was very expensive, so some other people started making the Eau de Cologne themselves and selling it for a much cheaper price, And so that's basically what these guys did. And their cologne is in a blue box as opposed to the Farina cologne is in a red box. So here's the Cologne Cathedral behind me, and there is another 4711 shop who claims to be the original Eau de Cologne, even though everyone really knows that they're not, but they seem to be selling a lot more 4711 around here than they do the Farina cologne, which was probably the original. No one seems to really want it. In fact, the lady at the 4711 shop informed me that Farina cologne smells like more floral for the toilets, as opposed to 4711 is the more masculine cologne that you'd want to wear if you were a man. That's it for cologne. Remember to like and subscribe.